I have an idea. This could be my worst idea because it is currently a Monday. But, you know, what can you do? Look, if anything, it's dedication to the cause, you know. Welcome back, guys, to the next episode in the Hilux build. You might notice we've got some new equipment, better audio and video quality. Got the new mic here, the bunny can. Might make it the designated mic from now on, but in this episode we're going to be continuing off from where we left last episode, just polishing everything off, getting that hydro properly in, get the swivel hubs back on, start looking at mounting the fridge, doing the roll cage, all that type of stuff. Probably be another episode just properly polishing it off, and then I'll have a few more episodes out after that. We're going to be bobbing the tub, going to look at doving it, going to be doing some anti-wrap bars front and rear with some shackles to help not limit the flex. What else is there? I actually don't know what there is. Let me have a think. Also going to have some new gear getting sent out by a few different people. So we'll be keen to get that on the car, give you guys a look around, show you what's new. Going to be putting a muffler in the exhaust because we've decided it's a bit too noisy for our liking. But look, what can you do? Wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody that watched the last episode, and thanks for all the support and all the feedback I got on the video. Got a whole bunch of good pointers from you guys, so thanks very much for that. I do appreciate it. It's definitely new, stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit, jumping in front of the camera. But yeah, look forward to you guys saying what's coming next, and hope you guys enjoy. So to start off with, we're gonna start trying to mount this patrol bucket seat, which is just a factory front seat. We're gonna make up some little frame brackets and bolt those through the floor of the cab. Don't look at those ones.
Great big pile on the ground. Probably not the shed, fucking filthy.
Alright guys, it's time to unwrap these swivel hub housings that we welded. Let's see how they went overnight.
Oh, we might be in the good here for this one.
Well, good news, they've come out looking absolutely perfect, so we're really happy with that. We were quite worried about them warping or cracking as they were sitting there starting to cool down, but let's get back into it. Well, after that short little intermission, we're going to start cracking on getting these top plates made for the high steer brackets. So they're going to bolt through the top kingpin, and then the Heim link will bolt through the end and clamp it all together. So it just gives it a little bit of extra strength as one portion of it's welded, the other portion's bolted. Alright, so now that we've got that top plate drilled out and ready to go, we're going to bolt it all together, throw on the swivel hub housings just as a bit of a test fit. Just mock up the tie rod ends with the Heim links and everything, start making sure that everything fits together, and then we can start assembling the rotor and the hub and everything, and then get ready to do the wiper seals on the swivel hub. Over here, giggle shits. Alright, we're laugh at you when I'm editing this. Alright, so we've just got the Heim links and the swivel hubs, rotors and the hub on the driver's side. Just thought I'd quickly stop and show you guys the swivel hub seals and the way they go on. I had a quick look online because I couldn't exactly remember which way I took them off, and I had a quick look online and couldn't find any videos about it, so I thought I'd stop here and show you guys. I am reusing the original ones as the front diff is welded, and I will be doing an entire rebuild and going ARB airlocker front and rear, so I wasn't too concerned about reusing the seals. In your case, this would be new seals. So it's the steel seal first, which, well, mine looks a little bent, but you then have your thick gasket, which the steel seal will slot in, and that one's the wrong way round. So, but I'm not taking all that back off again. Oh, that's crying.
No, that's alright.
Oh, we really don't like that. Nice. So, now that we're out, I'll show you. To the point, none of this has come off. We've just ended up with the metal gasket in my hand that you aren't supposed to bend. Okay. So, when this is, you know what, I'm going to steal the camera from the cameraman real quick to show you this. Hey everyone. Actually, no, hang on, hold that. I'm going to put this back on. I'm going to show you. Hey cameraman. Alright, so when you're doing the swivel hub, there is a lip just here. So with your steel seal, that will go the pointy end in, pointy end out. So that will sit in that gap in there. If I can get it in, I might not be able to get it in with two hands. Should be able to see there, the seal is sitting in and the pointy end is facing out. You then have your big seal, which will go that lip on the inside, and then your thin seal with the lip pointing in sits on top of it quite nicely. That will suction up in there and sit like that. In your case, the metal seal would be nice and straight. Because I just had to get mine off the diff, mine's not sitting down. So I'm now going to get my friend Hammer.
I'm definitely not zooming in on this shit.
Okay.
Beep.
So now that you've got your seal sitting nice, you can see that it mates up quite nicely to the swivel hub housing. Now what you'll get is your metal disc. So I'd recommend cleaning these up, whether you use petrol or brake cleaner or whatever. One thing is, each side has a bent section, so they will slot in together like that. And it is fairly self-explanatory because you have your steering stop hole. So this one will go on this side. Right, well, I did it wrong. So with your metal gaskets, both will have a bent section, so they will slide on top of each other like that, with the bent section coming out, facing out from the diff, so it will go on like that. And your steering stop side will obviously go where the steering stop goes. Once you have your metal gasket on, it should look a little something like that. You can then get your steering stop and wind that into your top hole once I find the thread. Alright, now that we've got those swivel hub wiper seals on, we can start to throw on the ram clamps. Do those up with the rattle gun, and that will finalise the position for the ram. That way we can adjust the tie rods and make sure that the wheels are going to be straight. Alright, so now that big hydraulic ram's sitting there looking all pretty, we can move on to starting to mock up this mini roll cage, if you could call it that. Bit of a half cage that'll be going in the cab, so let's get straight into it. Alright, so these are the base plates that are going to be welded to the chassis. So this is the 90-degree bend that goes up into the cab. It mounts to a straight piece of tube that runs up the inside of the cab, goes to a 45-degree bend, and then follows the roof down to the other side and matches the same thing. In between there is a tube joiner which was supplied by Nick Martin. Those bolt together using some Allen key bolts, and they're a really handy tool if you're doing any bar work that you want to be able to remove, or it's in a tight space where you can't remove an entire unit. They're really handy for being able to break down pipe parts, and he does them in a couple of different sizes, so highly recommend those parts. Now that we have the base plates fully welded out, we can start working on bending up the tube for the rear section of the roll cage. Now this section will have a few extra bends in it to accommodate people sitting in the back, because it is rather tight with all the bar work sitting there, and it is a patrol seat which puts you up rather high. So once we get all of that tacked in and all of the bends right, we'll be able to tack in the top support and then fully weld everything out and have it prepped for paint. Alright guys, that's going to conclude us for this episode of the Hilux build. Bit of a teaser of what's going to be coming up here. Absolutely molestering the tub, but you know, should look good once it's done. Huge thank you for getting all the way through the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hopefully it's a bit better than the last one. Got the new camera gear going on it and all that stuff, but stay tuned for the next episode then guys. Crumpy out. Mid-weld drink, eh? Bye.